Hey guys, Tyson Yates at Easton Archery. Really excited to show some of the new stuff we have this year and talk about some of the things that have really taken the internet by storm of what Easton's doing this year. One of those arrows is the new Easton FMJ Max. First thing I start with on any arrow is, guess what? We make this right here in the USA. We're the only arrow brand that does that, and really, to a large degree, not only are we making them here in the USA, but we're designing, engineering, all of it goes into creating an arrow and testing it. It's done really, literally right behind me in this room. So FMJ has been in our line for just over 20 years at this point. One advancement that we were looking to make in the FMJ line was trying to figure out how we could reduce the weight. FMJ, I would say, has kind of become synonymous with heavy. When people hear the word FMJ, they go, oh yeah, good arrows, they're just a little too heavy for me. Or I love them, I love the weight, I love FMJs. However, we felt like we wanted to come up with an FMJ that was a weight that's a little more along the lines of what the everyday archer is shooting for. We were able to accomplish that this year with the FMJ Max. We saved nearly 2 grains per inch on most spines, taking it down from being really a heavy arrow to what I would consider kind of that perfect middle ground weight. One of the things with arrows is you get extremes. People like really, really heavy, people like really, really light. What I'm kind of considering the FMJ Max is the quote unquote Goldilocks arrow. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just right. So for those guys that don't know, hey, do I want a heavy arrow? Do I want a light arrow? This one's just right in the middle and it helps kind of avoid the extremes, you could say. One of the other big advantages of a lighter weight shaft is you can add weight to the front and increase FOC. So even if you liked the weight of your previous FMJs, you can add a little extra weight up front. It'll be the exact same weight as your classic FMJs, but you're gonna add probably, go from 11% FOC up to 14.5 or 15% FOC, which is right now kind of in the marketplace where a lot of guys wanna end up. I think this arrow is gonna make a lot of differences for those type of shooters that are looking for more FOC, but love the FMJ construction. So for those of you who are new or may not know what the FMJ construction is, what is it? FMJ stands for full metal jacket. It has 2 arrows essentially to make one. It starts with a carbon core, and then we put an aluminum jacket over that carbon core and permanently bond it to the core. What that gives you is the lightweight strength of carbon mixed with the precision and consistency of aluminum. It gives you the straightest arrow that we know how to make, the straightest arrow that we've audited in the marketplace is an FMJ. Every FMJ we make is 001 straightness. Whether it's a match grade or just a standard grade, they are all marked 001 straightness. Essentially, we don't know how to not make them straight. The other big advantage with FMJ, that aluminum coating is slick. Whether you're hunting or whether you're pulling your arrows from a target, they pull much smoother. And in testing that we've done, we've been able to see these penetrate better in hunting situations, even on comparable weighted carbon arrows. So it really is the ultimate penetrating arrow for hunting. Very easy and nice to pull from targets. And the biggest thing now is archers can shoot them even if they're light draw, even if they're short draw people. They can shoot these and not sacrifice the speed. For me personally, I would consider myself kind of the average size archer for a male. 28-inch draw length, 70 pounds. The old FMJs, I was shooting them somewhere around 280 feet per second. I can get these in the mid 290s out of my bow now, and that's kind of where I like to be. I like a flatter trajectory, but I love the construction, the durability, the strength, the penetration that I get from an FMJ. The FMJ is going to come in a couple different configurations. This is our standard grade, which comes with the Blazer vanes, and it'll come with either a hit insert or our new 5mm half out. These are stainless steel. It's an upgrade from the previous aluminum ones. The other option that it'll ship with is the FMJ Max match grade. That comes as always with our AAE hybrid vanes, helical fletched, and it will come with a hit insert and an hit impact collar. Essentially that just really strengthens and maximizes the protection of the front of the arrow, going over and capturing that and protecting the front of the arrow if it were to hit something hard such as a bone, and is kind of the ultimate system that you can get on a 5mm arrow. The FMJ Max will also ship with our new 5mm micro light nock. The other aftermarket options will be the new match grade half outs. We have a 55 grain and a 75 grain option. Just like our 4mm match grade half outs, these capture the end of the arrow and strengthen the front, really the best half out system that you can get. You can play a little bit more simply with FOC with these than maybe you could like a brass hit insert. And there's just that market out there that really likes half outs. Another great feature of these half outs is the zero tolerance fitment ring. That's that orange O-ring at the bottom of each of these half outs. We did this on our 4mm line last year, have had phenomenal feedback in the marketplace. The purpose of that is to assure that that fits perfectly centered in the arrow every time. Because if that were to slide a little bit, you're gonna get wobble when you spin the arrow from the half out. So that fitment ring makes a big, big difference. They do come with the stone to chamfer the inside of the arrow. Make sure to give it a good chamfer on the front of that arrow after you cut it, because these fit very snug, and you'll shave off just a little bit of that fitment ring as it goes in. I know myself, the first time I got some of these, I said, uh-oh, you know, engineering, they don't fit. And they said, no, they fit. Chamfer it and push, and you'll shave off just a little bit of that fitment ring, and it gives it a perfect snug fit to ensure that you're getting perfect arrow flight, perfect broadhead alignment every time. Really excited for this one to hit your stores. Please get them on order and check them out for more information on our website. Thanks, guys.